Okay. Neutral zone destruction. Cut.
What are you thinking of somebody
No.
in particular?
No.
I'm just wondering why you went with that. Last week I called it neutral zone reaction.
Neutral zone infraction / that mediocre sports show. Whoa.
What the heck happened to my chair?
Okay, we're in different chairs, and the brick wall's gone. So
For 2 weeks.
I put a teaser out on Facebook. God only knows if it'll go there. I have been looking into making a T-shirt. Randy and I will have a T-shirt that says that mediocre sports show, neutral zone distraction, infraction, whatever we're going to do. And I thought, how is it possible for us to give away a T-shirt?
I think we should have the bobblehead.
How is it possible for me to give away a T-shirt at our expense? And I got to tell you, this is a
Low budget.
Low
budget.
The only reason I'm drinking good beer is because a friend of mine brought me some. And thank you. You know who you are. Brad.
Part-timer.
So what I'm thinking is, the first person that acknowledges, how would they acknowledge it?
They would tell you.
They would tell me. How do they
They
tell me?
would tell you at work. Because they're probably going to be people that we work with, so they're going to tell you at work.
Yeah, but what? Oh, good. What if it's on Facebook and it actually worked and somebody?
Oh, well, nobody's going to watch it on Facebook. But
Okay,
you know
so
what? they can leave a message on the Facebook thing saying, "Hey, Sean, watch the show." First person to put a comment in that says, "Hey, Sean, I watched the show."
And
person would get
so
somebody that lives in Jersey or something,
if and when,
and they'd probably want a jersey.
If and when we get T-shirts, there's no jersey. Don't shut that. No, there will be no jersey.
If there is a jersey, we're wearing it. We're not giving it away.
If there is a T-shirt that we get first, and we have an extra one, whoever calls first, whatever he said,
first.
we will do that. I am wearing Pittsburgh Pirates number 21, Roberto Clemente, because it is the opening day of baseball. And do I care?
It's the home opener for the Rockies.
Oh, yeah, it is the home opener for the Rockies. By the way, the Rockies, you can get dollar tickets. What is it, $1 if you're over 55 in a rock pile? I'm not there yet. But you can also get $4 tickets. Not today. Today it's just hideously expensive. So today's topic, I decided to tell Randy, because he didn't know, that this has been a great year in sports. And he goes, how so?
I don't agree.
Well, you didn't.
I don't agree that it's been a great year in sports.
It has, but you didn't.
No, it has not.
At first you didn't know. You said what?
No, at first I just thought it was a crappy year, period, for sports.
First thing I did.
Point out how crappy.
The first thing I did is he likes UConn women.
And they didn't win.
So to speak, that came out wrong. Oh, he probably does like UConn.
Hey,
So I said, hey, guess what happened last night? Notre Dame beat UConn. And he goes, I don't want to talk about anything. I won't watch the game. And he was really pissed.
I wasn't happy because I didn't know the score. So I thought, did UConn actually lose that game?
Because he likes...
I hate Notre Dame.
He hates Notre Dame. And I was so excited.
I hate everything about Notre Dame.
You
There's not even one little itty-bitty thing. You notice that Duke football, I will root for Duke football because they suck, but I hate their basketball team.
I do know that.
And hate everything.
Do you
I
know,
hate their lacrosse team, too.
Do you know, because I was going to put...
Hate whatever they're good at.
You don't drink, which God only knows you should.
No.
But I was going to put on our T-shirt an Irish... Oh, that came out wrong.
Yeah, no, we don't need no fighting Irish.
Yeah,
don't need that.
But you hate Notre Dame. So anyway,
I hate Notre Dame.
pointed
We're not
out...
going to have a damn leprechaun on the shirt.
He likes...
I like America. I'm good with the logo.
So anyway, I did pick one. So I said, and Ohio State won the national championship in football. How great was that?
No, I hate Ohio State. Hate.
And this is the best. Now,
Ohio State.
This is
there's not a single thing in Ohio State that I like either. I don't like their...
Do you know what the Buckeye is?
It's a nut.
You should like them.
Just because I'm nuts doesn't mean I'm going to like the Ohio State Buckeye.
Not on the camera very well.
I am on... It's like, this is where I was last time. I kind of get into the pause thing, and then you go... But it's like the little menu thing doesn't really show. And I figure if I could put myself down in the bottom little corner, that'd probably be best for me. Actually, if we could put like a wall in front of me and I could be like on radio.
You know what?
Video recorded.
Oh, by the way, I have a great idea here. If we ever get big enough, we're not going to pay you, by the way, Ed. But Ed could say, here's, and do like the voiceovers for our stuff. He has a great voice.
Yeah.
And he'll never be on camera.
Eduardo. You have to call him Eduardo.
And he could do that. So Ed, anyway.
You won't get paid because we don't get paid. We don't get nothing. Nobody's sponsoring us. Nobody's paid. When you only get 1 or 2 views on YouTube, nobody's going to pay you anything. We should do this on Home Depot time at work, and then we get paid for it at least.
We get paid pretty good, actually.
We get paid pretty well.
Not that we...
Yeah.
Why did you
There's an idea.
Okay, yeah. Okay, great.
I
So
like
anyway...
that idea. We haven't done that yet, just in case anybody that works for the Home Depot is like, we haven't done that yet. It's a plan. There is a plan in place, maybe.
So here's the next thing. Randy, the Broncos did not even get to the Super Bowl, and then when they did last year, they got their asses handed to them. But Randy's least favorite team in the NFL is...
Bill Belichick.
He does not like Bill Belichick.
Because I was fine with the Patriots until Bill Belichick got there. Now I hate the Patriots and Bill Belichick.
Yep, and who won the Super Bowl? And that play was the best.
That was the worst play ever. You know what? Now I hate Pete Carroll because he can't call plays in the clutch.
So basically,
Pete Carroll, I hate you because you couldn't win a game.
So and I even
should have won.
And I had Johnny Cash music playing because Randy does not like Johnny Cash.
But I don't hate Johnny Cash. Like I said, he's got a song I like.
He's got one. I like him pretty much all. So I was doing that. The music stopped. So basically, this show is I've done a couple called Randy's Rants, where I don't talk much, which most people are very happy with, and Randy does. So Randy, we are sitting at 6 minutes.
Well, I'm not going to rant for 6 minutes or for 12 minutes or whatever. I can't rant.
We're going to try to keep the show at 15 minutes. Basically, I thought it was a great sports year. It was a fun sports year. The Rockies are off to a 3-0 start. That's fantastic. That's about as good as...
Probably because I started hating the Rockies.
Did you?
Well, they suck. Like they've been letting me down for years. It's like, okay, when I first started watching baseball, it was like 1984. 1984, and that's when, of course, Colorado, we didn't have a team. So all we could watch in Colorado, if you had cable, you could watch WGN,
which is Chicago,
the Cubs.
I want that shirt.
Or you could watch TBS. At the time was the Braves. Braves were awful. Awful. This was before they got all the pitching and everything like that.
Were the Cubs...
The Cubs were good because they
84,
had
they
Dawson,
were good. I remember that, yeah.
Andre Dawson, Mark Grace, Ryan Sandberg, Sean Dunston. They had good players up and down that lineup. And they were good, so I rooted for them.
Well, the Cubs are like...
But their time they were going to go to the World Series, who did they lose to?
Dodgers.
The damn San Francisco Giants. Will Clark, Matt Williams destroyed them.
You don't like the Giants, do you?
No. And they won the World Series this year.
World Series, how cool is that?
And I was rooting for the Kansas City Royals. I like the Kansas City Royals.
That pissed me off because I have a Royals jersey and I am from Kansas.
It depends where I put my head. I could go like really, really white.
And it makes me mad because if he had just hated the Royals, we
would have
won the World Series. I met George Brett in 8th grade. How dare you?
I like George Brett. I like when he flipped out about the pine tar. That's still one of my favorites. Just watching him just tear right out of that dugout.
And the Royals, hopefully they get back again because we know the Rockies won't.
I hate Lewis Hamilton. A lot of people know who that is, but he's a Formula One driver. I hate Lewis Hamilton. He's a pompous butt.
He likes NASCAR, and we have.
But Kevin Harvick won. I got no problem with Kevin Harvick winning the championship for that.
I got about 10 shows that I need to put on YouTube, and I save them for rainy days, and the fact that I suck at putting stuff on YouTube. But
if they were on this thing, you're actually pretty good when they're on this thing about putting them up.
Yeah, sometimes I forget to when I hit stop. It doesn't work. Anyway, so this was a rant and rave about Randy. Randy's going to rant. What else are you going to rant about?
I hate that. It's like this year's been terrible. I can't get teams that I want to win. They're not winning. The teams I want to win won't win, but the teams I hate are winning. Why is that? Why does 2014 ended terrible because teams I hated were winning. 2015 is not starting much better. Although the UConn women, thank God they won the national title and it wasn't Notre Dame.
Thank God those UConn women are
of age. But Duke wins the national title and Kentucky was undefeated. I wanted Kentucky to win it all because I wanted to see an undefeated team. But instead of getting to see an undefeated team, what do I get to see? Duke winning another freaking title.
May I ask you?
5 for Coach Special K.
May I ask you something?
I hate Duke. That's all you need.
When the Patriots were undefeated and going for their undefeated season, did you not root for them?
I rooted against them, and I was happy about that game. Oh, my God.
So it has nothing to do with the undefeated season of Kentucky. You just...
No, I wanted Kentucky to win. I was really rooting for those. I was really rooting for Kentucky. I wanted Kentucky to win. I wanted to see that undefeated season. I like the University of Kentucky. I hate Duke.
I like Duke. You know what my mom...
Why do you always like the teams that I hate? You seem to always... You and I do not have any teams that we agree on hating.
No, not really. My mother used to tell me... I
like the Kansas City Royals. They're doomed. What do you think of that? They're doomed.
They were doomed.
What else do you like?
They were doomed for 30 years before you...
I'll doom some of your other teams. I'll find out your favorite teams and I'll doom them all.
Years ago,
I'll go get jerseys of theirs and like them.
My mom, I told her, okay, I love Van Halen. I like David Lee Roth. She goes, yeah, okay. And I liked Bosworth when he came out. She goes, Sean, why do you like these people who are obnoxious and egotistical? And
anybody who knows you should know the answer to that question.
I like you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
I am obnoxious, though.
Anyway, I thought
I'm
that
really
was
egotistical. I don't really think that highly of myself, but I am obnoxious.
So anyway, I thought that was a funny show, kind of cute. I was going to point out that in hockey, I like the Avalanche, but I don't remember who won the Stanley Cup.
It was the LA Kings.
Was Gretzky on him still?
No, Gretzky's been gone for years.
Oh, then I don't care.
He's like 50-something. He's not still playing.
I didn't think so. He's older than me.
Oh, Gordie Howe would still try to play. Gordie Howe played in his 60s.
He's older than me.
Gordie Howe, I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. I don't know why he felt like he had to play into 18 different decades, but he kept playing. He would get one game on some team and play.
If my buddy Ellery ever watches this, who is in St. Louis, East St. Louis, I might point out, we had a discussion 25 years ago. And as anyone will tell you, I will wait till the end of time to say, I told you so. Our discussion was when the Fab Five, who you probably don't like.
I like the Fab Five. I was a huge fan of the Fab Five. I like the University of Michigan.
Oh, that's what doomed them. So anyway.
That's what doomed them. Absolutely. I liked UNLV when they were undefeated. And who did they lose to?
Duke.
It's like I cannot like a team when Duke is good because Duke will be the team that beats them. And
so anyway, I told Ellery 25 years ago, the University of Michigan, the Fab Five, are going to regret going pro because they didn't win a championship. They're going to want to win a championship. He goes, no, Sean, man. That's not how he talks. Nah, man, they're okay. They're going to be fine. They're going to have millions of dollars. Everything will be fine.
Some of them do have millions of dollars.
They do have millions of dollars. But I said
Howard,
they will regret it. And if you watch 30 for 30 with Christian Laettner and all these other shows, they do regret it. They regret not going back and getting the championship because they should have. Now, I just want to say that to Ellery. So, Randy, do you?
Oh, well, what good does it do to hide? It's like I could announce that you forgot what you were going to say.
No, I remember. I just wanted to say. Oh, anyway, I told Randy you need to watch 30 for 30 with Christian Laettner.
Christian Laettner.
And that's what the show's about. People had T-shirts that said, I hate Christian Laettner. Now, here's the thing about Christian.
I'd have bought one of those.
And you still can.
I don't want it now.
Christian Laettner.
Because I know that it's like he probably profits off of it.
No, Christian Laettner was amazing. He took a lot of heat, but he was a bully.
He wasn't amazing.
Oh.
He was a mediocre basketball player.
He was not.
He was a mediocre NBA player. And he was
May I remind you of the shot against Kentucky?
That was luck. That was total luck. He turned around and the basket just happened to be in front of him. He got lucky. Christian Laettner, you're mediocre. Mediocre. You know what's the worst part? This part really sucked. When they were doing that first dream team, they had to have a 12th player, and they were gonna pick a college player. Their choices were between Christian Laettner or Shaquille O'Neal. Now, instead of making the wise choice, picking Shaquille O'Neal, they chose Laettner.
How many
And that's I think because they were trying to fill the white guy quota. I don't know. But.
Wow.
No, actually it had to do with.
God. You went there. For ratings, you went there.
It's like actually what they did is they say Christian Laettner because Shaquille O'Neal was a straight up center. Christian Laettner could play center and he could play power forward.
Wow, he sounds like a really good player.
No. It's like he never played. They were blowing out teams by 60 points, and Laettner was still sitting on the bench because they didn't trust him.
Laettner will say in this show that he probably it was weird.
It should have been Shaquille O'Neal. No, I would have put Shaquille O'Neal on that team in a heartbeat. Who was the better pro? Who's got the rings? Not Laettner.
Well, how many championships in college does Laettner have?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
How many does Shaquille have?
Shaquille doesn't need them. He's got NBA rings. Who do you think pays better? Well, I don't know. Maybe Duke players get paid, so you never know. Maybe Christian Laettner was getting paid. Maybe Coach Krzyzewski, that's why he has such a big contract, because he has to pay Laettner.
Nah, he doesn't.
Pay Laettner to keep quiet. Don't tell anybody I paid you.
He's one of the few guys that has a program that wasn't brutalized.
I'm going to see if I can't get this investigated. I'm going to see if I can't get Duke investigated for...
There's a commercial with Laettner.
Coach K just slammed at the end of his career because he paid Christian Laettner.
Christian Laettner.
He paid Christian Laettner to be the bad guy.
He did.
That's what he did. He paid him.
Well, Laettner,
he paid him to be the bad guy.
Laettner did play the bad guy, and Laettner
will sit there and go.
I want you all to watch 30 for 30 with Christian Laettner. Awesome piece. Randy and I both approve of it. We highly recommend it.
What? I don't either. I didn't watch it.
You should. How dare you recommend something you've never seen?
I didn't watch it, and I don't recommend it. No.
So you know what? I'm trying to keep this show at 15
minutes,
minutes, and we hit 15 minutes and 31 seconds. Now, good luck to the Rockies this year. Anyone out there, we try to do a little more serious talk. Seeley, if you're out there, you should watch us. And Rolf, if you're out there, you should watch us. Is there anything else you want to add?
I don't know. Chris Mullen and John Stockton were on that team, too.
That you hate?
No. They were on the Dream Team.
I did not know they were African American.
They were on the Dream Team. No, I'm just saying. They were just like they were trying to come up with a ratio or something. I don't know. But they were actually really good players.
As was
Mullen and Stockton.
Christian Laettner, his pro career started out rough.
Yeah, he was a bad.
But when he got to the Atlanta Hawks, he's probably going to be a Hall of Fame player.
Where? College? He'll be the college.
I think he's going to make it in the pros as a Hall of Fame player.
Okay. Tell me what Christian Laettner did in the pros. Give me his career highlights.
His career numbers are really good. And if you watch 30 for 30...
9 points and 3 rebounds a game, is that really, really good?
No. It's a lot more than that.
You got to give me the numbers, Sean, because I don't remember him being that good of a pro.
First of all, I did not.
He played for the T-Wolves, right?
And they sucked.
Yeah.
And then he did end up with a lot of teams, but in Atlanta...
Yeah, he played for a ton of teams.
And in Atlanta, he did very well.
Because he was a journeyman. And you know what journeymen are? Mediocre players. That's what happens with mediocre players.
Are you calling him the Joe Montana of basketball?
No, because he's not the greatest mediocre player.
Oh, yeah.
He's not the greatest mediocre NBA player.
Hey, we need to do a show on top mediocre basketball players.
Oh, my God. We've never done that.
No. And baseball players.
Wow, we have stumbled upon a series.
Top 9 mediocre. Wait for it.
We won't even do 9. We'll just say our favorite mediocre.
Yeah, let's keep it under about 5.
Yeah, let's not do it. Let's not put a number on it.
Okay, we're out.
Come up with a few.
This is Neutral Zone
See, we gave him a teaser on the next videos that could be coming out about greatest mediocre basketball and baseball players.
And I would like to say that I am down.
And Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's going to be on that list.
Of players you hate?
No, mediocre players.
Oh, he is. He came to Colorado. You know what he did when he came to Colorado?
We don't need to get into that.
He wronged one of our people.
Wronged.
One of our fellow Coloradoans was wronged. Although I'm not sure if I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm staying out of it.
Stay out of it.
But Kobe, you know what? He had to buy his wife a $4 million ring.
Yeah, Kobe, wise decision.
You know, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if anyone was really wronged. His wife got a ring.
His wife got a huge ring. $4 million ring. It's expensive.
Well,
I'd just take the $4 million. I could live for the rest of my life. She's got a ring on her finger that cost me what I could live off of for the rest of my life.
I've seen how you
live.
That's
messed up.
You could live
now
a lot.
Now I hate Kobe Bryant's wife because she's got a ring that's worth more than my life.
And we're out. Neutral Zone Infraction / That Mediocre Sports Show.